Welcome to Tea Time. Please be advised that all of my commentary is for the sole purpose of entertainment. I will be sharing my thoughts and opinions, which are subjective and may not necessarily be true. With that said, I do make sure to do extensive research beforehand. All media used was found in the public domain and followed the fair use and fair dealings guidelines. I encourage everyone to do their own research. Now that that's out of the way, let's spill some tea. Recent events have brought up Travalyst into the forefront again. But before we talk about the allegations, I'll start with what Travalyst is. According to their website, their motto is Travel as a Catalyst for Good. But what does that really mean? Led by the Duke of Sussex, Travalyst is a bold new global initiative founded by Booking.com, Skyscanner, Trip.com, TripAdvisor, and Visa, with the ambition to change the impact of travel for good. We want to be the driving force that paves a new way to travel, helping everyone explore our world in a way that protects both people and places and secures a positive future for destinations and local communities for generations to come. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it still sounds like a bunch of fancy words that don't clarify its purpose and strategy. Now, I did go through the website, and they state that the intention of Travalyst is to promote sustainable travel, including protecting wildlife, preserving the environment, tourism growth, and thriving communities. But looking at these descriptions, you still don't get any concrete answer on how they plan to accomplish these lofty goals. Unfortunately, things only get worse from here. An anti-monarchy group called Republic filed a report to the Charity Commission calling into question the alleged mishandling of donated funds during Harry's professional split from the Royal Foundation. Even Prince William has been dragged into this because, according to Republic, Princes William and Harry quote-unquote put their relationship above the interests of Sussex Royal and the Royal Foundation by splitting the funds during their supposed rift. First off, the Royal Foundation was created for William and Harry's joint charitable endeavors, with their wives becoming a part of it. In fact, Meghan became a part of this even before marrying Harry, Feb 2018 to be exact, which was also when the press went wild about the Fab Four. Unfortunately, this was to be the first of many signs that all was not well between the brothers, as they announced that the Sussexes would set up their own foundation, the Sussex Royal, a mere 16 months since they joked that they were stuck together for life. As we now all know, the rift was actually true, as Harry confirmed it himself on their South African documentary. So where does Travalyst come into it? According to the complaint, the Royal Foundation is being questioned for issuing a £145,000 grant to the now defunct Sussex Royal and £144,901 to Travalyst, Prince Harry's not-for-profit sustainable travel organization. So, I went through the Royal Foundation's annual report, which can all be found on their website, by the way. And here we can see that Harry and Meghan did receive funds for their projects. In 2018, they received an engagement gift fund of £145,168, which is described as activities relating to the interests of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. But when they announced their split in 2019, the Royal Foundation stated that they gave an unrestricted grant of $145,000 to Sussex Royal so that they could set up their foundation. Furthermore, a grant of over £151,000 was given for the continued development of Harry's sustainable program, Travalyst. So then, what is the issue here? The problem is that, as a foundation, these funds are all expected to go into charitable causes. What is suspicious is the fact that Harry has recently listed Travalyst as a private company. Thanks to Yankee Wally, we have confirmation that it is indeed a private company and no longer the not-for-profit organization it was listed in 2018 to 2019. So this is when the group Republic comes into play. If you're like me, then you probably don't know what Republic is either. So here's a sample of the type of tweets they post. The rational response here would have been to keep it simple, like the Royal Foundation spokesperson did. In two sentences, they succinctly say that they are fully in line with the requirements. Too bad the same cannot be said for Harry. Instead, he used his wife's legal team to respond. The law firm Schillings immediately hit back at the allegations by saying that these false claims are both defamatory and insulting, and the claimants are simply hungry for media attention. They then stressed this further by saying this will be acted upon accordingly with the weight of the law. So, is this another lawsuit for the Sussexes? This seems to have become a pattern with the Sussexes. In fact, they even have some repetitive keywords that can usually be found in their statements, such as attacking agenda, salacious articles, and hunger for media attention. So my question is, was all that necessary? If everything is as you suggest, above board, why not just stick to releasing a simple statement? Or, as Camilla Tomini, Hannah Furness, and other royal reporters point out, stick to no comment. I doubt anyone would have paid that much attention to these tweets, because that is the origin, a 227-word story that no one would have even noticed if it weren't for Prince Harry's response. So, what do you think? This story is still developing, so I'm curious to see how this unravels. Thanks for listening, and let's spill some tea again next time.